Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Trinity in 20. Joining me this week is our Director of City Ministries, Janet Altmeyer, and we really want to talk to you about something that's desperately important to our community this week.
Absolutely. What you see in front of us are highly needed items at the Community Harvest Food Pantry, which is desperately in need of food donations. So, what we've prepared for you, and it's available on our website, is a list of these special items that they are really highly requesting. And do you see this? This is an empty bin, and we have several of these that we would like to have become overflowing with food donations. You can bring the items now or in anticipation of Friday, May 20th, or you can come by between the hours of 11 and 1 on Friday and drop off some food, and we will make sure that it gets to Community Harvest and into the hands of individuals and families who are greatly in need right now. We have an unusual set of circumstances in our town right now. The first is our food supplies are desperately low, and the need has rarely been higher. So please, when you are doing your regular shopping, consider taking this list with you now and in the future weeks and months, because this need will continue to be great, and it's our responsibility to help feed our community.
Yeah, and that's really important to say that even in the time of COVID, what's interesting is that the need is greater now than it was in that moment.
Yep.
And that the availability of food at the Community Harvest at that moment was greater than it is right now, because so many people, so many of our neighbors have needed to access Community Harvest, and there has been limited amounts of food that have been available. This is a little bit of some of the stuff that you could bring, but truly anything that you feel called to bring, feel motivated to bring, please do so, and know that you can bring that even if you miss this coming Friday. We will receive it. We will make certain that it gets down to Community Harvest. But at any point, the food drive is collecting on next Friday, but if you bring it during the week, we'll receive it for you. If you bring it on Sunday, we'll receive it for you. And if you forget and bring it the next week, we'll make certain.
And please continue to keep this list with you, and if you find it in your heart in the future to purchase items that can be donated to Community Harvest Food Bank, if you bring them here, we always have a bin for Community Harvest, and we really do need your help. Thank you for being generous.
Yeah, it's our neighbors, our friends, the people who are around us, who share our city with us. Their need is great, and the ability to have an impact on their lives is huge, and your generosity makes a difference. Thanks for being partners with us in this.
Thank you.
And now for something completely different. I'm here with my friend and colleague and associate musician, Evan Anderson, and Evan has a program coming up for us on May 23rd. Evan, tell us a little bit about what you're up to.
I will be playing the music of Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday, two of the great jazz musicians of the 20th century. And I will be joined by vocalist Fatima. We're very excited to share some of this music with Trinity. I'll be doing it on the grand piano here in Wagonalls, as well as the theater organ, which you'll see a little bit of in a second. But yeah, we're very excited about it.
It is very exciting. For the last couple of weeks, I've had the opportunity to hear Evan practicing at this. I mean, my office is just on the other side of the walls here, and so we hear him all the time, and you are in for a treat. We would love for you to come and join us for this. Now, one of the things you need to know is that seating is limited in this room. So if you have not yet signed up for this, you need to call Laura at the front desk or stop by the front desk and put your name down and sign up for a spot here, because we don't have much more room left. But we would love for you to come and be with us. You want to give us a sense of what you're going to be doing?
Yeah.
just a tiny bit of what you're going to get if you come and join us. There is no cost for this. Come and be with us. We are going to collect an offering for Ukrainian refugees, but we'll talk a little bit more about that when you're here. But anything else we need to know?
No, I don't think so, and we'll see you there.
This week, we have a lot of things going on. And not only do we have concern about people's physical welfare, specifically for food and helping maintain physical bodies, we're also here in the month of May concerned about emotional, mental health and wellness. And Janet, our estimable colleague here at Trinity, also has some things to share about May, mental health awareness, and some things that we've been thinking about.
Yes. As part of our Christian journey, we often talk about how can we care for others. And as a beginning of that, it's really important for us to remember to care for our own well-being first. We talk about serving from an empty vessel, and that's just impossible. And I think many of us are going through periods of fatigue from having to constantly pivot and redirect our energies. And we're finally getting some traction with that, but in the same time, our mental health can be a little fragile. So during the month of May, we want to be talking about strategies for caring for our own mental health, and then being aware of when there might be risks. On our website, we talk about taking it's a very brief assessment on evaluating one's own mental health state. And so that's kind of a nice way, privately, just to say, here's where I am on the continuum.
So, do you have any suggestions, strategies, thoughts, any things to share?
We do. I love this idea brought to us by Broderick Sawyer. He is a clinical psychologist in Louisville, Kentucky, and he talks about practicing mental health hygiene. And he equates it to the same time that it takes to brush one's teeth. And I actually tried this out this morning just to say that I had done so. So
what did you do?
I took some time out of a busy day. I sat on my front porch with the sun and an extra large cup of coffee, and I took some time to really step away from thinking about the plans of my day to just being mindful of what I was hearing, how I was breathing while I was drinking my coffee, what I was experiencing physically with the warm sun on my face. And I just took a few minutes to do a mental and physical reset. And Mr. Sawyer talks to us about the intentional practice of stress relief and why that's important. He talks about the benefits of emotional regulation. And when he says that, what it means is taking a mental health temperature of ourselves so that we can begin our day with a clean slate, a sense of readiness, of being mentally prepared for what might come our way. And right now, sometimes we have to be prepared for a lot.
That is for sure.
So he talks about the fact that when we practice emotional regulation and mindfulness strategies, like the one that I just mentioned about something as simple as being mindful while we're in a part of our daily ritual, that being able to revisit that clear slate, that clean state of mind throughout the day, provides us with an emotional reset that benefits the cortisol levels in our body. So that brain-body continuum. And in our case, we often talk about mind, body, and spirit. So as we practice these things, scientists are now telling us that the more that we are mindful of ourselves, we are mindful of our own emotional state, that when we practice things such as emotional regulation and self-calming strategies, that can be taking a walk, it can be interrupting your routine to try something new, introduce a new exercise into your day, simply walking more, that this not only benefits us in the here and now, it can provide us with physical and emotional and I would suggest spiritual benefit in the long run. So as our cortisol levels go down, our sense of pleasure potentially and contentment can increase, and that's good for us in all ways.
Cool. Are there going to be some things on the website about this that you can go to the website, find a little bit
Yes.
of information and some reminders of some things about this?
Every week we're introducing new strategies, several of which have come to us through Mental Health America, some have come to us through NAMI, some have come to us through the CDC, and these wellness partners have great information for us to practice and share, not just in May Mental Health Awareness Month, but as we move forward.
Excellent. Excellent. We'll look forward to taking a look at that.
One
and you have
last
something
note.
more.
I do. Many people are familiar with this logo about the suicide prevention hotline. It's cumbersome and it's long. In July, there will be a brief 5-digit number that replaces this number. So stay tuned. We'll make you aware of that when it comes about, and it's something that many of us in mental health have been fighting for a long time. So if you feel that you would need someone to talk to, you would like to speak with someone about your mental health, reach out to us, and we
Yes.
not only will listen, but if you would like a professional referral, we can help with that too.
Indeed. Thank you for sharing those things. And we do, on behalf of all of the staff and the people of Trinity, wish all of you a good May mental health awareness, and that our health could be better. And as our health is better, that we're able to share that with the people of our community and with each other.
That's right. Fill your vessel.